If you are an institute owner who is serving students by bringing them from Facebook, Instagram ads, or YouTube ads, and if you suffer high CAC, means higher customer acquisition cost, then this video is for you. If you are an institute owner and you are facing issues with social media visibility, this video is for you. And if you are someone who is actually stuck at operational stage and you have work stuck everywhere, but you do not have enough funds to hire more people, then this video is for you once again. So here is how we are going to solve these one by one. Customer acquisition cost is often challenging. And if you are in the education industry and if you are selling your courses equal to market rate or average market rate, which is around $1,000, then in that case, you'll always see that the conversion rate stays somewhere around 2% to 5%. A lot of people sign up, you get a lot of leads, your counselors talk to them, but eventually what you see is this is the conversion rate. Now, overall, when you go and see what have you spent by the day one on advertising, on sales, on operation, you'll find out that most of the money is actually spent here. So how do you optimize this cost? Let us try to tackle this one by one. Let's start with problem number one, high CAC, higher conversion acquisition cost. What it means is that you are spending a lot of money on ads, either Facebook, Instagram, or Google ads, or YouTube ads to acquire customers. These customers in the education industry are often one-time buyers. That means that they come to you, they buy the course, they learn from it, and then they go away. This industry is not like a SaaS industry or a software industry where customer buys the product, buys the same product next month or next year, and then again buys upcoming year, and so on and so forth. So what needs to be understood here is that because you have a one cycle like business, then in that case, you'll have to optimize the cost at every level. You cannot invest more for the first cycle because there is no second cycle. Software companies often end up spending more money to acquire, sometime even higher than the first month overall revenue or the 1 year overall revenue. And then they plan to get profitability in second, third, fourth year. So what has to be done here is like you have to look at optimization. Anything that can be done that can save money or save time should be considered. You should quantify all of these and then you should try to optimize it in a way that it impacts your net profitability. So how do we get started? Well, let us see. You are running ads because you don't have recurring clients. How do you solve this problem? Well, you can solve this problem by making your students be active on social media and talk about your brand. Now, what should they be doing? Should they create videos and share it online? Yes, they can, but it often starts to look spammy when a lot of people start to do this stuff. And it's unusual that a student goes ahead and makes video for the institute. So how do you solve this problem? Well, what you can do is you can convert your existing assets into resources that can add value for your business. So the very first thing what you should look at is optimizing your CAC. Try to classify the overall leads generated. How much percentage of leads are coming completely new from social media? How many clients are coming from search? How many clients are coming from referral? And then you optimize all of this and then try to understand, okay, this is what it looks like. You'll often see that referral still remains the lowest among the first two. And the reason is very, very simple. When someone is doing courses, they don't go and announce everyone that, hey, I'm doing this course. But there are ways to do this stuff. So how do you deal with these scenarios? Well, here is what you can do. You can give them certificates, which you do already. But rather than giving them certificates on a paper, you try giving them digital certificate. The benefit of the digital certificate is that it can be shared on different social media platforms. When they share, what happens that they get free reach, and free reach can come from Instagram, it can come from Facebook, it can also come from YouTube if they have a YouTube channel, and it definitely comes from LinkedIn. So how do you do this? Well, you can use digital platforms where you can generate certificate. If you are looking for a free solution, then it will often be time taking, because student will have to write this post manually. They will have to upload the certificates manually. But if you want to do this on automation, then you can use a tool called MixCertificate. MixCertificate is a complete certificate ecosystem software that allows you to bulk generate the certificates from CSV or Excel, API, Google Sheet, Google Form, and then it allows you to generate certificate, and it also sends certificate to each candidate. Now what happens that each candidate gets a PDF. They also get a link. Each candidate can add those certificates on their LinkedIn profile. Now here is where things get interesting. Every time they add a certificate, they share a social media link. And what happens with that is your institute often becomes visible because all those certificates have their branding on it. All those certificates have QR code on it, and all those certificate messages have a link on it from where they can come and visit the portal to see the certificate and see other courses that are listed over there. So what happens here is you get an opportunity to get visible among the peers of the candidate. They can be friends, they can be office colleagues, and you get this visibility, and this is free visibility. This is LinkedIn. The beauty of MixCertificate is that it can also be shared on WhatsApp. It can also be shared on Instagram. So what happens that all these mediums becomes branding, trust building, and lead generation opportunity for you as an institute. And whatever certificates you were giving earlier, you were spending on papers, you can now spend that money on a software that costs less and gives you way more. So what you solved with this was you solved your time issues. You don't have to spend so much time now in designing certificates in Canva and downloading them and sending them one by one and fixing issues because the name was incorrect. You solve that problem. Number 2, you solve the branding issue. Number 3 is you are now getting in front of the peers of the candidate who are your potential customers. They are your potential audience. And because this is not an ad, there are higher chances of conversion. So earlier you had to advertise to make this stuff happen. But now you are just doing optimization with existing cost that was already being spent, and you are just changing the channel and getting more than 1000% in return because the possibility has changed. So this is how you optimize your institute. If you have interest in exploring the product, go ahead, and there is a link in the description, or you can go to app.mixcertificate.com/register. You can register yourself, you can schedule a demo and explore yourself how you can optimize. The first 250 certificates are free, so you don't have to pay anything. Go ahead, try it and use it and see if it actually helps you. It definitely requires some effort to make it happen. There are a lot of templates on the platform that are available for free. You can go ahead, use them and generate certificate for yourself. All right, I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.